Hello world and hello chat, how are you guys doing? Hope having a nice weekend. Despite slightly Pikachu card art situations that may have happened on the Discord server today. I hope none of those ruined your day. Then again, you know, it's definitely not the most cursed stuff we've ever seen. Red Six, Yep, I don't want to continue thinking about that, honestly. Oh man. Oh god. Well, yeah, honestly, not too much new stuff aside from that. After all, we've literally seen each other yesterday. The only thing that happened in between was sleep and some stuff that I had to do. So how about we just jump right into the game today, eh? I don't have much to tell you. Sometimes even an AI has a calm day. Sometimes. Alright. It has been quite literally ages since we've played this game, since it was before our break. So, we're gonna have to see what the fuck we were doing last time. Children yearn for the factory, yes, so do I. And I'm not even a child. Okay, no, where the fuck were we? What's this? We're missing laser turrets. Why are we missing laser turrets? Right, we got ourselves an oil expansion. That's why you were building some kind of factory or something like that. No. Yeah, I think it was something similar to that, yeah, you know. Okay, so we did get ourselves some oil, which is great. What was the next thing that we wanted to do? I wanted to expand our walls. I wanted to build a proper train station, but we are still waiting for the remaining coal to be mined over here. I think I also wanted to rework the nuclear reactor at some point. And right, we also wanted to rework the furnace deck, which we already prepared over here. to make sure that we actually use electric furnaces. Good, good. In order to do that, though, we will need to... Yeah, we kind of will need to build both of these at the same time, because the furnace stacks will need this space over here. Which means that we need to put the train somewhere else at the same time. And also we need to like check how much space these furnaces need in order to figure out where we can put the trains. Oh. And for all of that, it would be very useful if we could finish our wall first, because then we would know how much space we have to work with. But I don't think that is an option, because we don't have the resources for that at the moment. So we're kind of in a deadlock, eh? Now what's the best way to solve this? You know, I love how in this game is kind of like programming sometimes, you know? Sometimes you're like doing a lot of stuff for the entire duration, and sometimes you just sit in front of your computer for like 3 hours thinking about what you should do next and what is the optimal way to do it. And then you write like 2 lines of code at the end. I love deadlocks. Do you? I think most people don't really like as they show up anywhere near that code. Oh god, I remember this crime against everything that is holy. This train yard that we built just to get the oil into the base for now. We're seriously committing some crimes over here. Good thing I love committing crimes. Otherwise, this may be regarded as problematic. No problem. I do still need to figure out where to start though. If I remember correctly, yeah. So our oil problem was successfully solved. And our oil reserves are building up again. So we are producing everything right now. We don't have any immediate shortages. Which means that we are producing laser turrets. We are not producing any wall sprawl, because we don't have any stone. And without any stone, we will not be able to continue our war. But the crimes you like the most are tax crimes, right? No, those are the only ones that I'm afraid to commit. I mean, there's literally stone like right next to us. But I really hate the idea of building another one of these fake train stations where I'm gonna have to rework virtually the moment that this coal runs out. The question is, do we have a choice? Because if I do get the stone, then that would enable us to finish the wall and then start building everything else. Well, I also need to get the stone all the way up there. I mean, it is pretty close to our base, so we could do... Oh god, we could do something even worse. And just like build an outpost over here. And then just build conveyor belts. instead of a train for it by now. Hey Cinti, hey Jay! How are you doing? How's the weekend so far? I'm doing pretty well. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what would be the best way forward for our base over here. Which honestly isn't an easy question to answer at this point. We're reaching a level of complexity where optimization is not trivial anymore. How many laser turrets do we have now? A few. What about walls? How many walls do we have left? About a few. Alright, another coal miner has run out. That's good. Still a lot of resources to go over. Like these middle ones have like 10k each of them. Hating myself because I has every card in the new packs except the 4 diamond Pidgeotto. It's funny, that was also the last card that I was missing from that pack. I was lucky enough to get it pretty quickly though. I also finally got a freaking Alakazam, so now I'm only missing 2 cards from the main 3 booster packs. Now I'm only missing the Beedrill from the Mewtwo pack, and I'm missing the what's it called? I'm missing the goddamn Pikachu EX. Because I have like 5 immersive Pikachu as EX at this point, but not a single normal one for some unknown reason. It's kind of fucked up, honestly. It seems kind of overkill, no? I feel like at this point we're building defenses that are bigger than the patch itself. But there is a nest over here, so I do need to be a bit careful. I'm still missing the Zapdos in the main decks and the Vileplume. I also finally got the last immersive recently. I finally put in immersive Charizard, so now I have all the immersives. I really feel like the space would kind of interfere with my main base if I build it. No. Because like, if I build it like this, I'm pretty sure that my base, if I continue it over here, will actually intersect with this. So maybe I just make a little like indentation like this and then connect it to my main wall. That seems like it would be possible. Thank good cards and fucking lucky for the less rare one. Well, find good cards and fucking lucky for the less rare one and shit. Okay, okay, now I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean some of the, especially like 3 diamonds are pretty hard to get just because there's quite a few of them and they're not that common. I'm gonna have to destroy this entire forest down here. I got the gold meal in my first 10 packs. I still have not found a single crown rare in my entire Pokemon Pocket life. Like, not a single one. Crown rares just don't exist for me. Oh, do I have not? There. I have just toggled my personal robot off. That makes sense. Was about to say, where's my personal robots? What's going on? But there they are. Why do I have so many construction robots in my inventory in the first place? That seems like a lot. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'm just gonna cut down 2 of these blueprints. Like this. And then we will just somehow connect this to our base. Honestly, we can probably even put on a Robopod over here and connect this to the network of my base. And then like one there. Something like this. I think I need one more here. Like this. Okay, and the robots from my base should build this, which should then expand the robo network, which should allow them to build everything else. Okay, I think it has begun. What's the favorite deck to play? Currently I'm playing a lot of the Gyarados EX deck. Oh my god, look at this drone swarm. Yes, I love drones. Just a freaking swarm of drones flying over here. This is gonna be so satisfying to watch. Look at them put down everything. So beautiful. Just waves of airborne drones flying over. Okay, I need to quickly make sure that we don't torch this forest by accident. What was it talking about? Right, Gyarados, right? Yeah, so right now I really like playing the Gyarados EX deck. Mostly because it is actually a deck with not that much RNG, and I'm pretty unlucky most of the time. So, like, literally the only coin flip in the Gyarados deck is Misty's. And it's not really relying on Misty's, like, it allows you to get Gyarados out a bit sooner, which is nice. But you don't need it. Even if you only get Gyarados out by putting the slow energy on it normally, you still have pretty solid chances. So that's something that I like about that deck. Sometimes if I do feel like coin flips, then I just go for the Celebi deck and flip all the coins. The fires of industry and consuming vintage hospitality look around and see nothing but smog, sad soul, engineer major, Condi. Hey so nice to see you. Look at my drone swarm. I shall colonize this planet and... I mean, I am already colonizing it and stealing all of its resources, but I shall do it even more than I have already done. Minus the Aerodactyl. Oh, the Aerodactyl deck is really cool, but I'm not sure how good it is. I haven't tried it out yet. Seems kinda meh from what I've seen, which was kinda sad because it has a really cool concept. I've played against it a few times, but the only time I actually got like locked out by the ability was in a game that I probably would have lost anyway. So I feel like most of the time Aerodactyl's ability is not doing anything. Alright, our flamethrowers are online, which means that our defenses should be good to go. It's easy, and he just did a Marshadow and the MVP is a Henshrew. Yeah, Marshadow is another card where I'm still not sure how good it is. Like, it reads pretty cool to just have like 100 return damage after your opponent knocks something out. But that taking 2 energy is still kind of a pretty big investment, I feel like. But hey, you know, at the end of the day, as long as you have fun with the deck, it really doesn't matter how good it is. Because that's the main objective. Having fun with it. Alright, time to put electric miners everywhere and claim this beautiful stone deposit for myself. We shall mine everything they have, and to make it our own. Up. Okay, and I think we have everything covered with that. Nice. Then let's make sure that everything is nice and cabled, so that the stone actually arrives where I want it to be. Ooh, phone. True, to be honest, there's nothing more comparable than Engineer Major and where my fastened the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I always joke about the fact that you can like walk up to literally every single computer scientist and just ask them how their factorial world is doing. Like, I feel like almost everyone plays this game in that group of people, which was kind of similar. Same as a counter if you're fighting a Charizard and it's slow after beating one of your Pokemon and kill it. That's true. But so, yeah, I think we already talked about it, however, that you're like one of the few people that I know that are not actually playing Factorio. Peter loves Celebi decks of it was funny. Ew. in general, I feel like Celebi decks are not that strong. I feel like it's kind of overhyped, because every time I play against it with the Gyarados deck, I mean, my attack does 140 damage, they have 130 HP, you know? So, whoop. Sorry. So I don't really care how much energy they stack on that thing, if I just one-shot it. And I said people in my specialty, they always ask me about Mask, okay. I don't think that's a compliment. I think you should be concerned about that. Alright, so... this is where we need the stone to go. So... what's the best way to get the stone over there? Just gonna do a very, very long conveyor belt, I guess. Maybe I should put more doors into my wall. Maybe deck tail 2 shots, I don't worry about it if it's... yeah, I have a marshmallow prepared for it. I've only played against the Aerodactyl deck, I think like 2 or 3 times so far. So I can't say that I know the matchup perfectly. But every time I played against it with Gyarados, I didn't really have a lot of trouble as long as I like respected them having Marshadow, you know? I just like paid attention to what their like turn would look like if I kill their Pokemon. And I just make sure that I win after that. And usually that worked out pretty well. But yeah, I only played like 2 or 3 games since the deck is not that popular, so I don't really have the data. Maybe it is better when I give it credit. Alright, so that's connected, and we're just gonna hope that nothing is attacking this. Not enough network storage. What are we trying to store? Oh, the wood from the forest where I just tore down, that makes sense. Alright, let me power this and then we're gonna make sure that we get some more network storage. I made a slight whoopsie here. But not one that can't be fixed. Makes the cabling a bit less beautiful. But hey, it's just stone. No one cares about stone being beautiful, right? There we go. And we have officially a stone production again. It's not like 100% secure since it's just like a half mole. But hopefully that will be enough. We will see, I guess. Alright, let's take care of the storage problem. Let's put down a few storage chests. Like 9. Make sure we won't have that problem for a while. Want to play a Gyarados deck, but each time I see its Blazer, we are playing it. I mean, it's basically just like relax, put energy on your Gyarados, then choose the correct timing to one-shot everything. I really like that it has a very favored Mewtwo matchup in my opinion. I don't think I've lost a single game against the Mewtwo deck. At least like no game where I had draws that weren't completely garbage. Like as long as both the Mewtwo deck and my deck draw like the stuff that we're trying to do, I feel like Gyarados wins against it. Oh, thank you for the follow, so. Fine, I'm just gonna put like 5 of these storage chests on each side. And this way, all of these rollers carrying their woods can get rid of it. Why are you carrying electric balls? Interesting. Yeah, these are just loosely full of wood. We also still have some other stuff in here, but it's mostly just too good. Okay. These military science packs I'm gonna throw into the labs real quick. No reason for them to be out here. But yeah, like the thing about the Gyarados and the Mewtwo matchup is that neither of them can one-shot the other. But usually, how do I say this? Usually, if you play your Sabrinas correctly, I think that your deck is a bit more resilient in the long-term, like, game. Anyway, okay, so now that we're producing stone walls again, I think we can finish our base security upgrade first. So I suppose let's take care of that before anything else, because then we also know how much space we have for all the other things. Look at all this stone. Very nice. Which means that now we should be we should be producing walls again. Yes. Yes, we are. Slowly but surely. Right. Mewtwo isn't a scary deck in before Gyarados, but like playing as a child using the credit card. Yeah, most people don't really play that deck very well, either. I mean, at the same time, I feel like also Pikachu is only really scary if it goes second and immediately opens everything. Like, if Pikachu doesn't get the perfect tempo opener, it also isn't that much of a problem. I always have him at every factory of their roots for Saruman. He just wants to build a perfectly optimized factory. What's there not to like about an Corpion? Also, you know, I like having minions of my own that do my every bidding. Here they come right now. It does feel a bit like you're the Dark Lord that has tells like their orc minions to build a new military structure. I could watch this work all day. Just like entire rows of walls pasted down. So nice. Oh. Why did they turn around? Okay. Not sure. Maybe I need to charge. Saruman of many colors, he is worshipped by God's plan to build industry. So, yes, Saruman truly a pioneer of industrial automation. I mean, you know, you have to hand it to him. It's not that easy to automate the production of orcs. Alright, anyway, let's keep pasting. We want another piece here. And then we have the problem with the train over here, which will now be in the way. So we need to find a solution for that. I'm not quite sure how to run trains through this kind of wall. We haven't built a piece that allows for trains to go through yet. Hey DP Fox, how are you doing? Maybe we should build a blueprint specifically for a wall with an opening for a train. That would probably be a good idea. That way we can just copy-paste like train halls into our wall. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a really good idea actually. So let's just modify this wall stretch over here. In order to do that. I think it makes sense to even make 2 halls for 2 pairs of like rails. So that later if we have more trains we can have one like outgoing track and one incoming track. In the book Uruk-hai were born by orcs, essaying human women through industry. I haven't read the books actually of Lord of the Rings. That is something that I've been meaning to do for ages, honestly. Like, I've been thinking about buying the Lord of the Rings books and reading them, but I still haven't gotten to it. There are many things, honestly, that fit that description. And I'm sure it's the same for most of you, right? There are so many things that you always want to do, but you never find the time to do them. I think this would be a good part for the rails. If we just like remove these 2 and then put an underground here, then we should be able to connect this like this, and then we can have a rail go through here. And in order to... right. The factorial rails are sometimes a bit weird with their placement, honestly. I guess this works. I don't know why they can only be placed at like certain locations. Really doesn't make my job easier. Oh, somebody's getting destroyed. Oh, up here. Yeah, don't really care about this up here. It's basically dried out anyway. Red's on a 2x2 global grid, yeah. I can see that. I wish that you could just place them like normal 2x2 blocks, but it's probably for optimization reasons, so that they're easier to load for long distances. Okay. Let's see. Just seems good. Just seems good. I guess we're just gonna have a rail and one space of like walkway where we can just walk through without worrying about getting squished by a train on accident. Do I not have any doors with me? Maybe crafts and doors. Okay, something like this. And then we can just build the rails through here. And now we're just gonna copy the same thing over here. And then this should be an okayish blueprint for a railway hole. There. Gotta do it symmetrically. Everything needs to be symmetrical. Otherwise, we cannot operate this factory. Okay. Seems good to me. I don't think I'm gonna put the rails in a blueprint. I'm just gonna place those down, depending on where we use this. Right, let's make a blueprint of this. There we go. Sorry too late to make major modifications, but they may flame to overkill outside of DevWorld settings. I am playing on DevWorld. This is in fact a DevWorld. Alright, and now I'm just gonna tell my robots to return this to its original form. Alright, let me put the blueprint in my blueprint book. Whoop. There we go. So now we have that in our blueprint book. And now we can just put that down over here and have the rails go through it. But yeah, this side of our base is luckily somewhat calm. But yeah, we are playing on DevWorld. I have to say, the bugs haven't done that much recently. Maybe it's just that I haven't noticed. Now that we have like a decent wall and the drones automatically repairing it, it's not like I have to do anything about them anymore. Alright, and something like this. I'm gonna reroute the railway in a moment. I'm also gonna have to get rid of these trees to make sure it don't touch the remainder of the forest. I'm just gonna do it like this and then repaste the blueprint. Right. And so now I'm just gonna reroute this railway the ugly way. We're gonna have to rebuild this anyway. I just wanted to end up in my base for now. So yeah, having this little detour for the railway is not beautiful, but it will do for now. It will do. It will do. Not? I mean, so far our trains are only running on one track, but once I think the, like, slightly bigger train station that I want to build in a moment, I think I'm gonna switch to 2 late trains. It's probably more efficient. At least if I want several trains to run the same railway network. Which, considering that our resources are all somewhat in the same direction, seems like a good assumption. All these attack waves, how are they so small? Huh. Feel like they have been bigger. I mean, I did kill a few nests recently. Oh, right. The reason why we're not getting attacked as much is because I'm not researching anything, and I haven't for a moment. I've been designing new blueprints for so long without researching anything that my pollution has actually drastically reduced since half of my stuff is inactive. And therefore the attack waves are not big. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Wait, what's happening? Is Hava alright? Yeah, Hava is alright. Why are you asking? How are you doing, Gav? Why would Hava not be okay? Everything till I can't see a single message of him. Well, he's just a bit more silent today. Clearly a signal asking for help. Crashes, were you alright? Yes, I instantly found some chicken busy free and you didn't appear. That is also a good point. You know, Gab, we found a raw chicken in Baldur's Gate yesterday and you weren't there. You weren't there to witness the chicken. All of this needs to go. Goodbye, trees. Was nice having you. Also, that nest over there also needs to go. Let's start up a tank. We still don't have any better military technology than a tank. We've been using this thing for a moment. We're gonna have to advance a bit soon. Then again, all reliable, you know? It is working after all. Ah, I missed with my second cannon shell. Colonel right. I keep trying to fire at stuff that's out of range. I always have a bit of trouble gouging the ranges in Factorial. Anyway, so much for this nest. I think the other nest won't be too much trouble. At least not while we're expanding right now, so I'm gonna just leave that. For a good reason, I was kinda hyped for Corvus stream. Ah yes, I see. Oh no, where's the cliff? As the could use the cities here, I drug you should take. I'm not a drug, what are you talking about? But Hobart Gamba, it's kind of a drug, right? By the way, since we're speaking of Gamba, I'm still thinking about whether or not I should do like a poker tournament for VTubers. feel like it would be kind of fun, but at the same time it would be gambling, and I don't know if I want to put that out. Well, it would be a nice way of like meeting some new people as well, you know? If you're not a drug, then how do you explain the effects you have on our brains? Or, you know, you can get depression without drugs. Okay, I need to connect this somehow. I mean, honestly, I could just expand a bit further, get myself a bit more space, and then completely consume this part as part of my factory. Or I could do a corner now, but that wouldn't work out that well. Maybe I should have built a corner here already. I actually think that makes more sense. Alright. Never mind, robots. Pack it up. I want a corner here instead. Well, and then we just do another corner like... Ah, I don't have a blueprint for an inner corner yet, do I? I do not. I guess that's now a blueprint that we should build. An inner corner blueprint. Probably won't get too much use. Honestly, maybe I just finished the wall over here by hand. I don't think we're gonna build too many inner corners, so it's kind of a special case since I specifically want the stone to be part of my base since it's so close. Oh, by the way, if you're still here, DP Fox, there was no offense taken at your suggestion, so if you're worrying about something like that, don't. I'm open to suggestions. I didn't mean to, I don't know how to say that in English. But yeah. Don't take me, like shooting down your previous suggestion by saying that we are playing Death World as a no to suggestions in general. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I was about to cheer up because of poker game, but then it's for VTubers. I know, right, VTubers. I mean, I guess I could also just make it poker tournament in general, if you guys are interested in joining. It's all good, they're watching, okay. Just bad, sometimes people take stuff like that the wrong way, you know, so I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I think we're probably not gonna build too many inner corners, so I'm just gonna do this one by hand. It's not gonna be pretty, but it's literally just for the stone over here. It's not gonna be a common occurrence. I may also not do the whole design and stuff over here. I think a simple wall is enough. I don't think that this part is even actually gonna get attacked. Usually the bugs don't really run all the way into inner corners from my experience. I will make a short copy of something like this bow, so I don't need to do this by hand. I think this should be a repeating blueprint. No, not quite. Is there any like clean repeating blueprint in here? Ah, it's because at the end I'm doing a little bit of an irregularity. So this is the repeating blueprint, but the end is a bit special because of how I chain these blueprints together. I don't think I need to worry about that for this corner piece was. Oops, not like that. No reason to put two power pods right next to each other, even if this is a short and hacky solution. I just want to provide some very basic defenses here. As like I said before, I don't think these are actually gonna come up at all. Alright, and this is probably more than good enough. We may also have to put down a pump soon. I'm not sure how long our network already is. 286 out of 320, yeah, so we're gonna have to put down a pump soon. I would enter for fun, but if someone to competitive enter she might get mad at me. I mean, I don't think those VTubers are like poker pros. I think it would be in general more of a for fun tournament. I probably also wouldn't let people actually pay entry. I think it would just be for fun. Like everyone gets an amount of chips at the beginning and you just play until you're out of chips. Like I wouldn't get actual buy-ins or something like that. Okay, I need to deconstruct my previous defense while making sure that we still get actual light oil into the defensive ring. Because flamethrowers without light oil are in fact not that useful at getting the bugs off my back. Okay, so let's supply it like this. And then we can just do a bit of this. Let's maybe put an underground in here so that I can walk through it whenever I need to. Yeah, and then we just deconstruct all of this. It should give us quite some walls to work with. And flamethrowers. And this also means that we can redesign our logistic network to be nice and symmetrical in a moment, which is another thing that I've been wanting to do for a while. Alright, let me make sure that my defenses are actually constructed before I keep deconstructing them. But I think it looks pretty good. I need to actually put some logistic network down over here so that we can actually build it well. Feeling by this open, you can count me in whenever you do it. Alright, I'll keep you in mind. I mean, if we also accept viewers, then I wouldn't have to, like, invite as many VTubers. Which is nice, because I don't know that many people. You know, because when we could just invite like some people and as many viewers as they can bring. And that way we would probably get more than enough with just a few communities. Okay, so now this should be connected to the logistics network. Ah, we need another pump. Okay, pump. I do not have a pump in my inventory, of course. Pump. Alright, put a pump in the corner, I guess. Like this. And make sure that the light oil still flows the entire way. You know what? I will complete the pattern in the wall because it's kind of triggering me that it's not there. I thought I could tolerate it, but I can't. Maybe I should enter to mitigate this. After all, the only thing I know about poker is that it's played with playing cards. I'm also still not sure, like, if I do it, like, what kind of format would I do? Like, would I explain the rules in the beginning so it's, like, casual friendly? Oh, I misclassed that one. Need to cancel that. Or do I, like, expect people to know the rules? And, like, tell everyone to be familiar with them beforehand? Now I know. There's still much open. And I also don't even know if people are interested in that. In this kind of like stuff. I will have to ask Lily, for example, if she's actually like into poker. I mean, I would expect Lily to be on board since she seems like the kind of person to be on board with something like that, but it would be better to confirm that with her first, you know, to make sure that that is actually the case. Now, another interesting question is, do I actually want the entry point for the railway to be over here? I mean, I guess it's not a big change if I don't want it to be here, since I have integrated this as a part of my wall. I can always just put a normal part in here and put the part somewhere else, and it should not be a problem. Excellent. If more viewers enter the city, we'll be able to successfully avoid social contact for another day. Exactly. Self that I can teach you if you want. Just being on turn once I'm not that good. Win-win situation. Is one more configuration more effective than normal Dragon's Teeth? I honestly have no idea. What do normal Dragon's Teeth look like? I just kinda like this design. So I made it. I just thought that would kinda make sense if I need to like walk through here, but it's probably not optimal. Yeah, it's probably not optimal. What would the normal Dragon's Teeth look like? To be honest, this is the first time I am building Dragon's Teeth at all. Usually I just build a normal wall. Oh, and we already got an attack over here, I didn't even notice it. At least that means that our wall is working, so that's good. But yeah, in general, honestly, I don't really know that many optimal designs. And I also don't know many maybe common designs because I kind of just use stuff that I build myself. I don't really look at other people's stuff that much. The best I follow is that you need to know the rules beforehand. You need to teach me. I mean, if we do the version where you need to know the rules beforehand, maybe I will do like a separate stream where I just teach the rules very quick. For like people that don't know. She decides to do it if we can talk to teach you. Say your individual wall segments will allow for movement through them but force more complex pathing. Just source the better stone. Better steel blueprints online, yeah. I know that stealing blueprints online most of the time would be optimal, but I'm kinda just too lazy. The stuff I build works, so usually I just go with that. Okay, so staggered individual wall segments will allow for movement through them, but force more complex pathing. So do you just mean like literally single segments like this? Okay. Yeah, that probably does create more complex pathing. Just because I can put down more of these single walls than in my design, I guess. I just kinda liked how these crosses look. I mean, they need to like do a slight swirl here, but it's not that much swirling. So if we account for the flamethrower's range, we could definitely do more. I don't think it will make a difference though, unless behemoth biters will start like fucking me up completely. I think this should be fine. We will see. If it doesn't work, I can always just make a new blueprint and copy paste it around. But I will remember that for next time. So thank you for telling me. Okay, over here I do need to be a bit careful that I don't overwrite anything important. So if I do this, what will I overwrite? I mean, it's not like anything is attacking me over here right now, so I should probably just carefully deconstruct my old defenses and then do the stuff. Is this already properly aligned? Yes, okay. So the rower pod is already in position. These electric poles are not needed though. And I will override part of the oil pipeline over here, but this is the dried out oil pipeline. So it doesn't really matter. We can just put that back up in a moment. Oh, I do need to make sure that my systems don't get combined though, so let's just take this off for a moment. And we'll just rebuild it once the wall is there. Okay, so now this shouldn't make any problems. You're talking about the game. I'm kinda talking half Victoria and half planning out whether or not I should do a Polka tournament. Sorry if it's kind of confusing at times. Okay, we are gonna need a pump up here. But first let's restore the oil pipeline. Honestly, this oil pipeline doesn't actually produce basically anything at this point, but it's still free oil, so might as well keep it around. Let's do something like this, so hopefully this underground reaches behind the defenses. Right, then we need another pump here. Like this. Oh, I think this is gonna be in the way of my blueprint now. Because I think I assume... But no, it actually fits perfectly. Which was all planned, of course. Obviously. Clearly I have all of this perfectly planned out. It's not like it just works. Honestly, I think that even this design will already decrease our defense budget, so to say. Because our previous wall over here, we always took quite a bit of damage on the flamethrower, so repairing that, I think, does add up over time. With this new wall, I think we should reduce those repair costs considerably already, even just because we're finally incorporating laser turrets. So honestly, the only thing that I'm afraid of with this wall version would be Behemoth. And that is only the case because I've actually never fought Behemoths before and I don't exactly know how strong they are. So I'm only afraid because I don't know if I should be afraid. Alright, this seems good. Now, the question is... I think I should... Well, I need to put down a corner anyway, so I will expand a bit. Because I think I need a little bit more space over here anyway for our new furnace deck that we want to build. So yeah, since I still need to build a corner piece, that seems like a pretty good way of doing this. Getting like a bit of extra space. I do need to be a bit careful over here because this is one side of our base that is actually being attacked regularly. So I can't tear down this wall completely. As long as you have some flameless research, behemoths are not a huge problem. I think I already have quite a few of those. I think I've taken every one that I could research. Refined flammables? Yes, refined flammables. Okay, so we're at 3 right now. We don't have yellow science yet, so I haven't advanced it further. Right, time for a corner. Something like this. We may have to clear the nest over there if it starts attacking us while we're building. Actually, let me do that right now. I think that's a bit too close. If we're building military buildings, we might draw aggro. Where's my tank? I did pick it up, right? Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Alright. Dear bugs, I'm afraid I will need you to leave. Oh, there's also an attack wave over there gathering. And we direct off the attack wave. Good thing flamethrowers exist, right? That was a bit too close. But at the same time, it wasn't even close, right? As I said before, clearly everything calculated. Alright. So now we should have below more troubles building. Cut that connection. Also deconstruct these walls that are now in the middle of our defenses. Oh. Something like this. It seems like we're currently out of laser turrets, but they're just gonna be added to the wall as they're being produced. Okay, I think we should be fine to build the rest of this without any further interruptions. They are more straightforward. And to make sure they don't run out of walls, let's also deconstruct this at the same time so we can recycle these walls immediately. I'm just gonna pray that nothing attacks me while I do this. Otherwise, I may have to jump into the tank and do some damage control. Maybe I should have the tank already put down over here. Just in case. Otherwise, imagine the bug slipping past me and making it to the nuclear reactor. That would be annoying. But why do robots build that? I guess let's kill the nest down here, because it's probably gonna interfere with us building the corner down here. Well, there's two nests right next to each other. Probably gonna have to kill both of these. At least it definitely won't hurt killing both of these, so hey, might as well, right? Take out these ones, so they don't become a problem. Man, these biters always build so many nests around my base so quickly, man. I feel like I kill them and like 10 minutes later they have twice as many nests again. Which probably isn't too far from the truth, given they're like, oh frick. Hello? God damn it. Is that worth a reload? Don't care that much about the tank. Where's our Load state 1 minute ago, 1 minute is fine. I will reload for our tank if it's just 1 minute. I feel like the tank is basically out of its prime at this point. I would much rather advance to the next level of military research. But for now we have to make do with what we had. But yeah, I totally missed those rocks there. We had such a classic Factorial moment. Driving your vehicle into a rock that you didn't see and dying for it. Oh, it happened again, but this time I won't die for it. Maybe I should zoom in a bit more while driving. But sometimes these rocks are just so hard to see. Alright, this time I actually didn't fuck up. She said I really drove into the same rock again, almost fucking up. Luckily there weren't enough biters left to punish me. But yeah, I would like to have a Spidertron. Where I don't need to worry about the goddamn rocks anymore. How are our drones doing? Pretty good, I would say. Definitely still missing quite a bit. Just gonna put that down real quick to activate all these flamethrowers. And connect that a bit more. Okay, I think one more straight piece of wall and then we should be able to put in a corner and connect to the water. We may have gone past the water. Slightly overshooting. Oh yeah, actually, let's turn that into a corner. Considering that actually connects perfectly with our previous wall, I didn't even realize. Right, the good thing is that once this wall is done, I think I will no longer have to worry about biters pretty much anytime soon. At all, honestly. I think the only thing that I will have to worry about is having enough oil, but it's not like those flamethrowers consume that much. And slowly but surely the laser turrets are gonna get added as well. We also still need to add some laser turrets over here. Kinda left those out when we built that. God, these attack waves are so tiny because I'm not researching anything. It's literally nothing. Alright. Let's make sure we don't put any landfill down over here. Good evening, this is your monthly Factorio inspection. I came here to make sure that enough bugs are getting swatted. Ah, yes, very good. You see, Inspector, I just got done destroying 3 of their home nests, and I'm currently in the process of constructing a large-scale military structure to repel their continued attacks. Do I pass? Oh, before I forget, let me take care of this forest over here. Would prefer not torching that by accident. Well, I guess we're also deconstructing the rocks. Why not? How are you doing, Alcatraz? As it seems, the monthly quota has been met. Proceed to destroy the race. I shall. The genocide will continue until morale improves, as they say. The Antwops are participating in chemical warfare. Very good, very good. Honestly, chemical warfare is something that Factorio doesn't have that much of. Maybe something was added with the DLC on the biological planet. Poison capsules are the only thing I know of. Yeah, right, I always forget that poison capsules even exist. You know, they're not the most commonly used weapon, are they? On foot, they're a great way to get rid of worms and trees. Huh, wait, they damage trees? I never thought about that. When I need to get rid of large-scale trees, I always use grenades for it. I didn't know that poison capsules were another way of doing that. Interesting. I used pot of chili and it turned out amazing. It's spicy, meaty, corny and really tasty. Let's go. It's been a while since I've had chili. But yeah, good chili is amazing. Right, once again, let's cancel all the landfill. Sand. And I also need to get rid of this part. Ah. I got ganked by roommates to tell me that there's more food in the kitchen. Now that's what I like to hear. Will this flamethrower destroy this pump? I think it will want it. I guess it's not even needed in the first place. This flamethrower has us more than covered. So let's reduce this a bit and let's do it like this. Make sure that this actually supplies itself. Make sure that the water stays connected. Alright, let me double check that all of this actually works as intended. This flamethrower is also a bit too much. Don't need to defend the water for no reason. At whom? But yeah, let me make really sure that all these pumps are still connected, because this is the entire water source from my base. Seems like everything's good. Hell. One day lumberjack nuke with tweets. Well, I mean, it is efficient. I'm not sure about it being a good way. Oh. They clear a much larger area than a grenade, so much cheaper. Ah. I'll have to try that sometime. Thank you. I'm the Lorax. I speak to the trees, but for some reason they still can't trees. Cindy doesn't have to leave for a long while I'm always chill. Hey, that's true. That is true. My mom actually cooks a great chili, but I haven't had it in a while. Though her chili is rather mild, she doesn't make it very spicy. My dad doesn't like it very spicy. Girl. Alright, so now we start having the good old problem of I still have these legacy rails here that I would kinda like to get rid of. Alright, I'm just gonna force build, and we're gonna correct that later. Good olds, we're just gonna correct it later. Truly a classic. Alright, way too many power bullets. There's also... Why is there a train over here? Yeah, we're gonna have to majorly rework these trains. But we already knew that. That was on the to-do list for a while. At least the wall is basically completed now. So we have a good idea of like how much space we have in order to build the other things. I think I'm just gonna leave this part open for now. Like literally nothing ever attacks over here. I know that those are famous last words, but I will risk it until I have reworked this train over here, because I don't want to deal with this and get a temporary solution. That seems terrible. Speaking of temporary solution, I do need to temporarily supply some light oil over here though. Don't want to be completely without anything. That seems fine, Well, with the 2.0 update, creating steam takes much less water, so 1 water pump is usually enough for anything but a mega base. Huh. Yeah, I kinda just put down 2 pumps, because I thought it would be a nice idea to have like 1 for the nuclear reactor and 1 for everything else. It's not like they cost anything. But yeah, 1 would probably be enough. Yeah, like, it's pumping 60 out of 1200. This one's pumping like 26. Yeah, and like, not doing anything. But they're also not really costing me anything, so I guess it's fine. Time about my mouth is my chili. It was hot and spicy, so it's gonna burn again tomorrow, I guess. Ah yes, the 1-2 punch. Truly. Also, don't look at any of these trains here. Those are all temporary hotfixes that I very much want to change soon. I don't think I ever had it chili. Really? Maybe you should try it sometime. It's pretty good. Type was to invite us over to her parents' place. Show an efficiency we do it later. There's just so much to do in this game, you know? Yeah. I feel like there's always something else that comes up while you're doing things. Oh, anyway. Let me hydrate real quick. Yeah. You're getting tough frontiers, also slow as hand holding. How to require Cynthia's mom's chili American see the recipe, the secret formula. Good enough for me, Kate Gartold. Hey, Widget. How ya doing? Okay, yeah, so in case you were wondering yourself what this travesty of a train network is, this must be the original one, which turned out to be way too small. Then I really needed 2 more train stops, so I added these 2, which are absolutely terrible. And at this point I'm kinda just waiting for these 5 coal miners to mine out, because I don't want to build over this resource field before it's empty. And once they're mined out, I'm going to use this entire space to build like a proper train station that is like scalable and actually usable for the foreseeable future. Okay, but before we can get to that, we do need to wait for the resource field to empty out. So what else can we do in the meantime? We're just gonna automatically produce laser turrets and add these to our wall over time, so no need to worry about that. I still want to rework our furnace deck, but like I said, I think I want to do that together with the train network, since they are pretty intimately connected. Can't wait to finally use electric furnaces. Our nuclear reactor, I think, is still, yeah, very much not kept at all. And even then, adding a second one should not be a problem. I mean, we are using a lot more power now, with all the laser turrets. But yeah, it's still not that much. And Hard on Fixing is quite a nickname for Cynthia. Got some risk and doing it at the same time. Really. I'm back from a job interview and I'm just waiting for Lily to light the cat signal. I see. I hope your job interview went well. What is your interview for? If it looks stupid but worse is not stupid. You may have a point there. Though I do prefer things work and don't look stupid, so definitely gonna reword that. The cat signal, the red dot, which reads... Why do I have so much copper in my inventory, by the way? That's kinda random. Okay, what else is there to do? As I can't do the train network right now. And I can't do... the, sorry, I'm still coughing a bit. What else can we do then? I think I also wanted to change up our nuclear reactor a bit. Now that we have the Colvarex enrichment process. Because we are kind of stacking up a lot of wasted uranium. So I guess we could have a look at that if we want to. Alternatively, anything else? The auxiliary bases seem to be fine for now. This one needs laser turrets, which we will only get once our main base is done with them. So yeah, I guess our next things to do are literally train network, furnace deck, nuclear reactor, and after that we can start on our next science, which should be yellow science, I think. We could also actually make the space platform efficient. But, well, no, kind of also works for now, so, Duke. Treats. Never face job with this, like it's always the face job that takes anyone. You know, work is work, right? Shouldn't he be coughing, maybe even wheezing? Ah, yes. What a weird Pokemon. Alright, I wanted to rework my logistics system. That's something that we can do right now. I wanted to make sure that these are actually evenly spaced out. Now that we have built our wall, we have like a proper grid structure that we can use as a reference point. So we just need to make sure that everything follows the same grid structure. I feel like something went wrong here. Yeah? Huh. It's because this is not the one that's... Yeah, there we go. See, fits perfectly. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, also, it seems that I have accidentally stopped the power connection over here. I need to stop taking so many construction drones out of the network. Otherwise my network is gonna produce even more and put them in there. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of robots. Okay. So now that these are spaced evenly, we just need to like do a proper grid and then everything should be covered by the logistics network. And then we should also be able to properly plan around them. So when we already know where they need to go. Now that I have them, I want to build the rest of the base around these logistic hubs. Not the other way around. But wait. Considering the amount of temporary solutions that we have, would be very nice to finally have like a proper one. Um, I have to say I'm coughing a bit more than I was hoping. For those words, here regularly I've had a bit of trouble with my voice recently because I got sick. And I've mostly recovered, but it seems like I'm not completely there yet. So I need to make sure I drink enough. So let me drink some more. And yeah, always make sure that you drink enough. You guys drink some as well. This was not a request. Drink something right now. Or I will force you to. Oi. Time for some beer. I'm not sure that's proper hydration, but I will let it count. It just needs to be in the middle of the track. That reminds me, didn't we interrupt the track somewhere? Did we ever replace that? I'm not sure if all of my trains are connected right now. We will probably notice if some resource is missing. Agreed, gonna open mine right now. 10 minutes of hydration, just drinking. This one is on you. Leave it to me, Cinti. Oh, well, I guess at least it's in the evening, so can't really deny you from having a nice evening beer. Just make sure that it's not like 6. At that point, it would be a bit worrying again. Oh, look at these perfect squares. Oh, stuff like this makes me feel a certain way, Chad. Ouch. Yeah, we can't place this one down until we rework the trends. And we do need a signal over here, so I guess this temporary one is gonna stay for now. Not gonna lie, reworking this train station will be so liberating, because so many things are waiting on the train station being, like, properly set up. They'll be able to do so many other things in response to it. Okay, don't worry about stuff on 6, man. That is not what I meant, and you know it. Wollte Hänger by staying drunk, oh god. Full set of alcoholics, I swear. So, when does Victoria do an update that allows logistic robots to deliver energy? Imagine if you could fill like batteries similar to how you could fill the barrels to like transport liquids, and then just transport batteries to power stuff. That would be kind of funny. Probably no one would use it, considering that you could also just use power lines and they're like incredibly efficient and easy, but it would be funny. We're preparing for Lily's stream. Ah, yes. My good old alcoholic wife. Just gonna drink one beer actually. I don't know if I'm gonna drink it at all. Just bought this one because the can was super pretty, so I wanted it for decoration. Well, damn. Enough the beer's good, I don't even like beer. You know that you're obligated to show us the can on Discord now, right? You better post a picture of this pretty beer can. I wanna know. Can transport steam by train if you want lots of power muddy without long stretches of power pods. Damn. That is a good point. I now thought about transporting steam. Steam is like this kind of resource that usually you just immediately consume on the spot. Oop. Oop. Never really thought about transporting it. Also, let me know how annoying the coughing is with the voice changer. I'm gonna try to mute myself in time. Damn it, not in range. Need to make sure that all of these are actually powered. But yeah, it's honestly weird. Like, my voice feels perfectly fine. My throat doesn't hurt. But I still have this cough. I hope it goes away soon. Oh, it's so pretty. This was another thing that has annoyed me for a long time. Like the logistic network being completely off-center and irregular. Starting to look very nice now. Nice and even. These ones we're gonna correct once we correct the train station and the furnace stacks. And these two I still need to power. You can also connect to your logistics network with a checkerboard pedal and off-row pops if you want to save some space and materials. A checkerboard. So you mean that I only connect them on like the edges? That makes sense. So I would be able to drop every second roboport. I'll think about it if I need the space. For now I think this works. But good to know. Lots of interesting things with you. Lots of things that I honestly haven't thought about like that. I guess these are the kinds of things that you learn when you use online blueprints, eh? Why are light posts not the same length? Something went wrong with these stones up here, didn't it? One of these is not max length. Yep. God damn it. Sorry, chat. Wait. Oh no. This one is the problem. I didn't notice that. Never mind. This one was actually fine. Sorry, chat, gotta satisfy my OCD. We're redoing this one. Okay. Different topic. Did you hear about that desktop made program that brings out the 90s vibes by displaying an anime rifle in your screen and is probably just as sauce? No, I did not. Apparently you can import VROI models there. Oh. So wait, because we're ready. I had the flu a couple of years ago. I have occasionally been coughing for some weeks afterwards. The inversion was perfectly fine, yeah. I just hope that it's not going like, I just hope that it's not gonna damage my voice again. I want to stream, I want to talk. Why my voice of all things? I need that. I need it. Okay. This already looks quite nice. Pretty good connectivity. Also, it seems like a bunch of the laser turrets were produced in the meantime, so that's also good. Okay. I'm starting to run out of things that I can do before reworking the train station. Sorry, let me blow my nose real quick. Time to compile your most current phrases for a soundboard when you can get a stream deck. I can hook you up with someone who doesn't use his. I tackles them easily. Does Toro really not use a stream deck at all? Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't seen Tora in a while. Is he doing alright? I guess we can have a look at the nuclear reactor, or we could... Actually, how about we plan out our new train station? It's gonna take a moment anyway. Okay, so the train station, we will need to have space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains. 1 iron, 1 copper, 1 iron, 1 uranium, 1 stone, 1 coal. Anything else? Don't think so, right? What a weird ore reserve. I don't think I've ever seen this. Like an ore reserve being interrupted by water. Huh. You Glossian also has quite a strange habit. No, blow my nose. Living in your own pile of couches and sleeping alright thing, yes he is. But I would not consider that being alright. Okay, so our funnest stack is probably gonna take up this entire chunk over here, and I already measured this out. And we figured that it needs to go all the way down here with electric furnaces to produce the amount that we need. So all of this is also gonna be for furnaces. Down here is gonna be the nuclear reactor. So that means that we're gonna have the train stuff over here. I guess since it's a pretty long stretch, we could just make one line with like several ways to the side for each of the trains. We could do like 3 stations below the line and 3 stations above the line. And then we can have the resources come from each side. Could just steal us, he probably will not, it's probably in a pile of gold anyway. Good, thoroughly clean before delivering it to you. Time out to all the deck, yes, if one top. How about you steal Tora from underneath that garbage, clean him and take him out somewhere so he gets out of that house. That honestly sounds more important than the stream deck with the situation that you're describing. And okay, so I kind of like this idea of the sideways train station. Take him out, you say? Not like that. What else do I need in the train station? Needs to be connected to the logistics network, but I think we have that covered at this point. I need to refill the trains, also shouldn't be too hard. I will need light oil, I can easily get that there. Yeah, I think it should be. Damn. Coughing is very annoying. I think that is a good idea. Now the main question left is, do I want to... I mean, I could literally just use this as the like way in, and then this as the way out. We'll run and get some dinner, have fun with train spaghetti. Alright, get yourself something tasty, and thank you for the fun on DP Fox. hope to see you again, and like I said, hope you get something very tasty. And I also hope that it's not gonna end up as train spaghetti. I want this to be a more permanent solution than the previous version. So no spaghetti this time. No spaghetti. How far were minus, by the way? Like down to 7k? Still quite a bit of resources. Still quite a bit of resources to go from it. Okay, maybe let's start by reworking the nuclear reactor since we're still waiting. So we can do the nuclear reactor now. And then once the coal is done, we can rework the train system, rework the furnace deck, and finish the logistics system grid. And then we should have a perfect foundation to build upon. Damn. All of these things provided that I don't die before. Based from what I've heard, that does help in doing things. Okay, now the problem about changing up the nuclear reactor is that it's literally the entirety of our energy supply. Meaning that if I put this bad boy somewhere else, we're gonna be out of energy for a moment. I mean, we could build a second one. Make so if we like completely overproduce energy. Kind of like the idea of putting the reactor over here and expanding it sideways. Because that means that we can do our uranium processing over here. Right after it comes off the train. Oh, I have to say though that my cough is kind of getting worse, which is not good. For it means that I should talk less. Life is hard. Maybe if I just drink more. What if I just drown myself in water? That I won't be able to cough because I won't have any air. Any air in my lungs. That's actually a good idea, Hafer. not heal in your lungs, you say, yeah. Let me get something to, wait, what's the English word for that even? Well, I don't think that's the correct English word, Google. I wanted to look up the translation for, like, I want to look up the translation for Bandanlutsu, and Google tells me that the translation for Nutschen is suck. So I guess I'm gonna fucking suck on this candy now. Which surely is the correct word for what I'm doing to it. Well, low. Yeah, look. I know that they're called cough drops, but I don't know what the act of eating cough drops is called. Okay. Ah, yes, let me conceal in them, of course. Well. No, weird fingers. Yesterday I was completely fine. Like speaking during our stream. So I wonder why I'm not today. Very strange indeed. It's almost like the body is not a fully deterministic machine. Very strange. Sind die kostume Krafttrostes and are cute. Yeah, I'm kinda wobbling up and down, aren't I? Meant you kids any glitches out? Yeah, the glitches are me amusing myself and coughing. Hell no, indeed. I have to say, if this gets any worse, I may have to end early today. So that I can really speak if I have to cough every 2 minutes. Or we do the good old silent Sinti mime stream where I just wobble up and down and you need to read my mind in order to guess what I'm saying. No. The pith. The silent treatment, yep. But like the competitive silent treatment, you know? Not just a regular one. Well, is it really smart to put all 6 of these trains in the same network? I mean, I guess they will go on their separate ways the moment they are outside my base. So it should be fine. I won't share that much of their, well, also when I have to change the train to go from here down there. Should be quite possible though. Right, let's try to design what one station would look like. Obviously it needs to go like down and then like somewhere parallel to the track. I guess something like this would be more than enough since we can just load and unload it from this side. And we would have lots of space to load and unload it from this side, which is good. We need 3 thoughts to every train. Could also think about 4. But I think we would just let him run twice instead of adding another part. So yeah, one thing that transports the actual goods, one that transports the oil, and one that transports the repair drones. So let's build ourselves a model train we can use for testing purposes. So, train, cargo, blue, and cargo. Which is 3. So yeah, it would need to be at least like this long. This, I think, is the minimum. Okay, and from here, we would then try to get it back on track. Pun intended. Yeah, like this. Well, this would be one station. And we would need, obviously, signals. And would tell it that this is its own part. Something like this. Yeah, then we can just load and then load it from the other side. And if we do this 3 times in a row, and then 3 times on the other side, then do like a loop at the end so it can turn around. And I think this should be a pretty good train station. We have lots of space to like expand on it. It probably even has enough space to add like additional stations if we need any. Like, based on how long this is, like, that's 2, that's 3. Yeah, we probably have space for about... Actually, maybe not. We also still need the loop at the end to loop back. So maybe it's actually exactly 6 stations that fit like this. And then the loop at the end to go back the way from whence you came. How would that loop look like? And I'm out of rails. Let me get some rails. Let me get railed. What's the rails doing? Still got resources. So nice having an automated production of everything that we need. It makes building so much easier. Okay, so what if I just is a gold deck here. And that's not very beautiful. I would kind of like it to be somewhat symmetric. Probably doesn't look properly because there's stuff in the way. I think I'll back a bit. Yeah, like this. Okay, so this would be the return. Okay. Nice. So, once the resources have run out, we can just copy all of this from here and implement it as our new train station. Then yeah, we should have plenty of space down here and up here to unload the trains. We have plenty of space in the middle. If we need like additional space for routing resources or fluids. This should work well. And it's much more beautiful than before. Oh, look at this chat. Look at these perfect lines. Oh, oh, there's squares all over my screen and they're perfectly placed. Oh, I love squares. Beautiful squares. I don't even care if you denied me. The squares are worth it. I forgot about that. The uranium car needs one more. So that's gonna be a train of that length of 4. Maybe probably have enough space to put down 2 stations with a length of 4. Not sure what the other one would be. But they have to be 2 for symmetry reasons. Maybe I will make all of them 4 long after all. Now even Gap is joining in, god damn it. So it does mean that I will need to make these train stops a bit longer. But it's perfectly fine. This design still seems very good. Seems beautiful, seems like it will work. I know that I look at it, it only looks slightly like a penis. We take things that look slightly like a penis. But ouch. But yeah, I think the train dildo will do just fine. I have to say it's really nice how calm it is when I'm not producing. Like the biters don't care about me at all. I'm back, I just had dinner and the beer was bad, although I don't like any, so it might be me. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. I still want to see the can though. Yeah, damn me the pizza. I want to see. By the way, while you were wondering how to build this, our bases were built half of the laser turrets. Oh, there goes another one. I love automatization. It just does its thing, and I don't need to worry about it at all. Whee! But also electricity net, okay. Still pretty fine, all things considered. Damn, we have 376 to laser turrets, and it's quite a bit. We have so many laser turrets, but we only have twice as many inserters. Damn. Alright, so I wanted a blueprint of this. And now that we have that, let's get rid of this again and let's see if we can build a stop for this train that has a length of 4 instead. Okay, so I need every single one of these to live perfectly. The one... Is this already tilted? Is there a difference between... In these two placements, is the last wagon tilted at all? In this one? Don't think so, right? That seems like a normal piece of rail to me, so I think this placement should be fine. I guess it does end on a ray that is not really even. Let's just play it safe. Let's just play it nice and safe. And take a bit of extra space instead of not enough. So yeah, let's do test one. Then we can immediately circle that. Just like that. I think it's German, or at least inspired in Germany. Say because it's sad made in Brazil, but the name of the bread is Hoffen and this sounds too much as a German word, but I have no idea what it could possibly mean. Hoffen means to hope. I hope I don't pass loud, is probably intended meaning. I hope so as well. Okay. So this would be the station for the proper thing. Let's make a blueprint of that. And I think I could just like have another one here. Let me measure this out. Okay, so like this. Then from here until there. Like here. Then we still need one of these. Yeah, but it should fit pretty much perfectly. We can go like a little bit further in this direction, but not too much actually. Honestly, maybe it's even nice to just have this extra space here. Maybe we need to like reroute some stuff, need a space for like extra conveyor belts. So maybe the train station is actually already in the correct spot. And yeah, then we just need the exact same thing on the other side as well. Need all the stuff around it, and then we should have a pretty good train station. What's this pipe for? Is that my... Why is there nothing in here? Oh, it's just not connected to anything. Oh. Damn. How long has that been the case? It's a bit of a problem in it. When did I disconnect that? I actually have no idea. Well, alright. Now it's connected again. Was just fine, okay, let's drink one sip. It has the second joint. At least I think I didn't complain. Anyway, it's on Discord. Alright, I'm gonna have a look after stream. Gotta take my time watching the beautiful beer can, you know? Make sure that I admire every part of it. Yeah, I think this is a good position. reject you means I can start constructing it already. Sus, funk. So my keyboard is going so bad. That reminds me of the laptop that my dad is using. My parents really need a new laptop. Their current one is, let's just say, in order to type in the password, you need to activate the screen keyboard, because the letters that you would need to type in the password do not work anymore. You know? So yeah, they could really use a new laptop at this point. It's kinda annoying opening the screen keyboard to type in the goddamn password. Any case, I'm not working, I don't have money to buy a new one right now. Someone bought something called Switch on my credit card and I can't buy anything. Yes, I wonder who that was. How strange. But from what I can tell, you've been putting the Switch to pretty good use, so hey, honestly, worth it. God, I really hope that this is lined up correctly. Like, if I bet this train part is not lined up correctly, I'm gonna jump at someone and attack them. Again. Is this lined up? Really hope it is. But it is lined up. Phew. It's a... Wait, whoops, didn't mean to leave that one. Yeah. Totally worth it, but while the Switch was charging, he was up to play some DLC that we tried to kill B queen without taking D. I've been oversighted if they were working just half of the time. Yes, that sounds, very reasonable. Yeah, definitely. Open. Very, very reasonable indeed. Oh wait, actually. Actually, this blueprint was perfect. because the trains are indeed going to drive into this one from the other side. So this is correct. The train sickness are gonna have to wait until I rewire this train though. But yeah, I like this design. I think this is gonna be a pretty good train station. And I'm no longer gonna claw my eyes out when I look at it. In general, our base has been starting to look quite passable. Ever since we got the construction drones, we've been slowly but surely ironing out all of the terrible war crimes that we have committed in building it. And we are starting to create something that actually looks good and works good at the same time. Once we have gotten rid of this war crime, it will actually be quite a nice sight to behold. Was wait for Owl to make a joke about killing the Bee Queen and going to the D. Guess our brains they got affected by yesterday's drink. I was AFK for they must have missed something important while they gave over split on network equipment. Oh, having new opportunities. Actually, I'm paying for buying cheap equipment. And I see. Oh, not gonna lie, chads, I don't think we're gonna make it past the 3-hour mark on this stream. I don't want to strain my voice too much, it seems like it does still need a bit more rest. There's just random electricity points everywhere. Well, also we successfully finished all the laser turrets. That was way faster than I expected. When did that happen? Give me your address and I will steal it to our stream deck and send it to you so you can sap your sound body. See, I actually care about your well-being. Lord. Where did the fish come from? Huh? What? Why is there fish in my chest? I'm confused. But it is fine. I shall accept the fishy offering, I guess. Why not? Alright, we're also back up to 12 laser turrets in our storage. As soon as we have the 44 laser turrets, we can drive over here and finish this base. And then everything will be properly secured. Do you much follow Nanolas perchance? I don't know that person. I know you weren't talking to me, but still, I don't know that person. Who that? Why is the train looking in this direction? Hottest sugar from Brazil. I see. Well, I just thought I put down that train the wrong way. Let me turn that around before an oopsie happens. There we go. Let me search, see if I know the face. At any points are chickens, so I thought you would know about her. You could have pointed there. Maybe Brazilians just love chicken in general, you know? Don't know. Do you? I mean, then again, I'm pretty sure most Germans also love chicken, so maybe everyone just loves chicken. No, just checked out and don't really know. Maybe. Chicken good. I agree, chicken very good. The Ooga Booga chicken good. Monkey agree. $23, not quite enough. Maybe we can help it out real quick. No, we actually don't have that many batteries. It also takes like 12 batteries. Is it capped out on batteries? Kinda seems like it is. Yeah, it doesn't actually get enough batteries before it finishes. Only now. Interesting. Even though I put all these speed modules in here and everything. I mean, I guess 12 batteries are 12 batteries, but it's just quite a bit. Most of people from gay communities don't stitch way artists at all. Usually I just end places where artists are actually. What is it right now? City is a great artist, obviously. Lake from dinner, can I save you some inventory space? Sure. Maybe with the blueprints, I could combine those into books, I guess. But all of these are somewhat temporary. Press B. There. That is quite useful. Thank you. Can I also put books in there? Oh, I can. Yeah, damn, that is really useful. Thank you. All of these are temporary blueprints though, so I'm probably going to delete one in a moment. If I need inventory space, then we'll keep it in mind. Yes, and you can nest books to organize. Very nice. Yes, there actually is some inventory space. Is a good life for when you want to max out that. Ah, yes, of course. I was looking for someone suffering induced here. Now I'm locked in here forever. You will not escape. You can plead, but no one will hear you. But yeah, we have somewhat followed our train station design, DP Fox. And we've come up with this. So we're gonna have like 6 of these little things. Each of these will have a train, like one here, one here. Then we're gonna have like one more here. Then like a loop that wraps around, and then 3 on the top side as well. And that way we have like 6 train stations for the 6 resources. The trains can go outside again. And yeah, then we should be able to unload the trains to the sides. Use conveyor belts to get that over here and do whatever with it. I used that exact design not too long ago. Let's go inventing something that already exists. That's what it's all about. It's definitely much, much better, and much more beautiful than whatever the fuck this over here is, you know? Can't wait to get rid of this. Yeah, also our base finished constructing all of the laser turrets and place rooms, so now we're waiting for the remaining laser turrets to put into our oil base, because I still haven't finished this one. And then I will finally have no more notifications about laser turrets that are missing. Yeah, the remaining coal is also mining out at a pretty steady pace, which is good. So soon we will be able to free up the space and actually finish this train station. And yeah, once we have this nicer train station, we're gonna take care of the electric furnace stack, and then we should have all the resources we need to move on to the next science. Then our foundations should finally be covered. It's insane how many furnaces you need to actually fill the later tier belts. I mean, I could use modules in the furnaces, but then we would need to also produce a bunch of modules. I don't know if I actually want to go into modules. I don't think my base is mega enough. Maybe I'm gonna put like base level productivity modules into all of these. I don't think I'm gonna start using beacons and things. That seems a bit over the top for what we're building here. There's not gonna be a mega base. Doesn't need like beacon designs and stuff. For people that don't play as much Factorio, beacons transmit the effects of like modules. So if you want to build like a mega factory, you usually build like less production buildings that you like surround them with 20, not 20, but like a ton of beacons that just broadcast productivity modules onto them, so you use like less resources to gain more stuff. Defenses are twice the speed and use half the core per item. Smite it if you want to save space. I think we have enough space. Like, now that we've expanded the wall over here, we can like destroy this furnace stack, and this entire space here doesn't really need to be used for anything else, so that should be enough for the furnaces. Output for activity modules and beacons, show speed and efficiency modules. Was that changed? I feel like I saw a video at some point where like there was a bunch of beacons of productivity modules. Maybe I'm just hallucinating though. Also, we should probably take out these furnaces and tell our base to produce some more, because we're gonna need a lot for this deck. So might as well already start producing some. AIs tend to hallucinate after all. Yeah, maybe someone put some lies in my training data, who knows? Probably in the holy version, but with that much productivity, most of us probably breaking the challenge of the game. Fair. Yeah, in that case, I will probably at some point put like productivity modules into these. But I mean, speed modules are also interesting. Yeah. I don't know how much I want to go into modules. Like, it is a pretty extreme investment to stock this many furnaces with proper modules. And I do have the space, so I can just build enough furnaces to make up for the speed. Also don't really care about the electricity. For default, I would recommend efficiency, because also reduces pollution directly and indirectly. That is fair. But I kind of feel like now that we have this wall, I don't really need to worry about pollution anymore, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Cost me 10 fire more by increasing the attack wave by like a few biters? Eh. I guess I will build the furnaces first, and once I see how many furnaces it is, I can still decide, like, so small amount of pollution, orders of magnitude. Pollution 1 per minute. I mean, crafting machines make so much more pollution. They do like the pollution of 4 furnaces. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of furnaces as well. And I guess I could also put some modules into my crafting machines without like... That is impossible. Yeah, maybe I should automate modules and put them in everything. Also, I just noticed that this thing doesn't have any electricity. Yeah, I think I rebuilt the furnaces first, so I have a better overview over like how many it actually is. And then I will decide what kind of modules to use or not to use. I think I want to use electric furnaces just because there should be enough space to like build the furnace stacks that I need. And I kind of like using electricity now that we have nuclear power instead of coal. And if I do decide to use modules, then that just makes it even better, right? The problem is I kind of forgot what I calculated the stack for. Since it's so long. It has been so long, it was before Christmas. I think I calculated the stack size in order to fill the I think I calculated the stack size in order to fill blue or green belts completely. Like, I think this was the modified track fastest, but I calculated to fill one side of a green belt. Well, one side of a blue belt, I don't remember which one. 24 period of red, 72 blue, double for stone furnaces. Alright, let me have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, it's kinda hard to... Let's do it like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh, 32. Why do I have 32? It isn't any of these. Well, it's because it's... Is it because it's only one side? No. Why did I build 32? Was my math wrong? Did I screw up my math? $32. So 32 should craft one plate every 0.1 seconds. Ill. By the way, about the bell speed, I've been wondering, is this on one side or on both sides together? So if it says 40 items, does that mean it takes 40 items on the right side and on the left side? Or that the right and the left side combined give both divided in half per side? Okay. Maybe that was my mistake? But 16 also isn't a correct number. I'm so confused. What was my math here? This was the same feeling that you have when you look at your code from like months ago and you haven't commented anything and you just have no clue what the fuck your code is supposed to do. How does this work exactly? Was I maybe planning with speed modules? How much do these speed up? 20%. Okay, so if I have 64 furnaces, then 20% would be an increase of 12.8, which would be 76.8, which is still too much. The engagement speed-wise is different now with beacons since I don't stack additively anymore. I don't think I was planning on any beacons, I think I was just... Yeah, I've kind of reached a state of proper confusion at this point. Oh no. Let me just quickly read over math and readjust this accordingly. Okay, I think I was planning with blue belts, because I saw that the green belts take methodologic science packs and I expected that we don't need green belts for this relatively small base. So I think I was going for blue belts. In which case, yeah, it was probably supposed to be 36 per side. But how did I mess up my math to the point where I was just short 4 furnaces? How did I manage that? Yeah, it's just 4 furnaces short. Somehow. Huh? Okay, so crafting 45 of these requires a total of 144 seconds. So if we divide that by 2, yeah, then it's just 72. Yeah, making 45 of these takes 1 furnace 144 seconds. Dividing that by 2 for the crafting speed of 2 gets us to 72 seconds for 1 electric furnace. And yeah, at that point we just need 72 furnaces. So that each of them accounts for 1 second that passes. Yeah, it's just 72. What? Man, things like these annoy me. How can my math be so off? I'm literally studying computer science. How can I not do basic math sometimes? I swear, mathematical truths just rot your brain to the point where you can't deal with actual numbers anymore. Oh, okay, so I need 4 more furnaces. Probably need to add them down here, which means I have less space down here to work with than I expected. Also means that we run into a problem with our logistic grid, but we're gonna do that on multiple points. So maybe we're just gonna leave out a row of furnaces between these and just leave some space. Okay, so 4 more furnaces. Let's add those right now so I don't forget until next time and do the same mistake again. I use a mod called Maxwell Calculator to check my math and input output rates if you want to give it a shot. Sounds useful, but kind of a vanilla player. Don't really like modding my games. Unless I've already done like absolutely everything in the base game without mods. I know that it's more of a utility mod, but I don't know. Okay, so this should now be enough. As 4 belts, correct? Iron, copper, iron for steel, and stone. Okay, if I just make 1 furnace stack for each, then 4 belts are enough. If I double up, then I also need to double those up. I think we still have enough space for UK reactors on here. But it's so good that we actually caught that now, because it needs only to plan more space for this. steel needs 5 parts of iron per belt of steel without any productivity bonus. Right, it's just the same amount of furnaces. Right, good point. I take it that it takes the same amount of furnaces, but somewhere along the way I forgot that it still takes more iron. It's just slower. But I don't think we're gonna make a full stack of iron then. I also don't know if this base is gonna need a full stack of iron on a blue belt. That seems a bit overkill. It's not like we're building a mega base, I just want to get all the sciences done for now. Once we have our technologies unlocked, we can still think about building a bigger base. Also takes 5 times the furnaces for type includes melting the iron. Wait. Go. 16 seconds. In 16 seconds, one furnace will craft 6.4, 9.6, 12.8. No, one furnace will produce enough iron in those 16 seconds. Yeah, one furnace that produces iron produces enough iron to produce one steel in that same time, no? So you need one furnace stack that makes iron and one furnace stack that turns that iron into steel. It first produces enough iron to run one furnace for steel. It produces 1/5 the amount. Oh yeah, if you want to fill up the whole stack. Yeah. That is just a continuation of my previous error, then. My previous error was that my steel stack was too big for the amount of iron that I input in the first place, right? So it's just a continuation of that. This is all part of the problem that I forgot that we need 5 iron plates. So we need more iron ore, and you also need low iron if we want to do a full stack at the end. Oh no, mate, I see what you mean. It's slower than the other production, so we would need a furnace stack in general that's 5 times longer. Yeah, we're just gonna build a normal stack and it's gonna produce enough for this base. We're just gonna call it a heuristic, right? Well, I'm not gonna make 5 times the amount just to big a blue bed of steel. I don't even think we're gonna consume a blue bed of steel, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, damn. I swear, my brain really just turns off when it comes to these ratios, huh? I wonder how many other ratios I got wrong now. I think this should be fine. Oh no, I mean it all works, so in the end, who cares? The ratios are fine. But yeah, in general, my idea for this base is not to be like a mega base that pumps out an insane amount of science per minute. I just want a base that A, produces all the building materials that I need, and B, that gets me through the technology tree. If I then want to build like a base for like infinite sciences, then I can still consider using this base as a springboard to build like a bigger base with like a proper production. Also, I usually make a red bed and it's fine, yeah. I think if we make like a full stack of this for steel, then that should probably be fine. I mean, we're probably not even gonna put enough iron ore in there for the entire stack to run. So, yeah. We're just gonna build a full stack because it looks nice and symmetrical, but it's probably gonna be much less than that. If we notice that we don't get enough steel, we can still upgrade it later. Seems like a good candidate for productivity modules, well, if I do want to put modules into something. You're saying we don't even need a paradox to shut you down? Yeah, it seems like simple math will do, actually. You know, maybe if you just give me simple math ratio questions, that'll be enough to destroy my brain. Because apparently I can get myself a master in computer science, but I can't fucking calculate how much furnaces I need to cook some steel. Unreal, man. It's completely unreal. Oh, I feel so dumb now. But thanks for correcting me. Oh. Oh, another one of the coal miners is out. It's only 4 remaining. Slowly but surely, the coal is coming to an end. Soon we will be able to build the train station. Oh, but first we should have more than enough laser turrets by now. Yeah, look at that. Alright. Well, I would like to take the next train to my oil base, please. And this is still pretty full. Passenger present. Oh, there we go. Take me to the oil base, please. Wait until you get into space and have to grind on circuit logic. So lol and program makes your brain thrive. That reminds me when our, what lecture was it? I think it was our operating system lecture, where they had, where they let us actually program an assembler. It was definitely an experience, but yeah, who the fuck programs an assembler, man? The guy that made Roller Coaster Tycoon. Okay. Alright. Very nice. So this base is finally finished. How is our oil looking, by the way? Still pretty good return rates. Right next to the huge nest over there. Game devs used to prior assembly before GPUs could handle trillions of calculations per second because they needed every single CPU cycle they could get. Yeah, that makes sense. But on the other side, that is kind of the reason why we have GPUs now, right? To not have to do that anymore. Alright, it creates a secondary problem, sloppy coders. That's fair. Then again, I'm not sure if it's much better if you're calling an assembler. I feel like if you're calling an assembler, because you have trouble actually like seeing the entirety of your project, you probably don't write very optimal code in the end for larger projects. I mean, it is very optimized though, just by being an assembler. Yeah. I don't know, I imagine it to be very confusing. No, that's the problem. Assembler is not optimized. I thought it was the entire point that it's close to the hardware. Because it requires the programmer to optimize. Actually, yeah, that is a good point. You don't have any compiler level optimizations. Yeah. Compiler level optimizations are probably much better than coding assembler by hand. At the end of the day. For like 99.9% of programmers. Maybe there are some that could actually make it work, but I would say that it's probably a very small minority. Same does for when you're programming for very specific hardware, like if you're making custom software for a router that needs to run very efficiently on low-powered components. Yeah, I mean, in general, I feel like, I mean, it sounds a bit weird in this context, since you still need to program quite a bit for a router. But still, I would consider that it's a bit of a smaller project. Like, writing a game, for example, already seems a bit questionable in a sense. Well, anyway. Basically, nobody these days would write something like that in assembler anyway, so kind of just having a conversation that is not going anywhere. Since there will be no one to argue against it. But I am looking forward to this circuit logic. Like, cycling back to the beginning of this discussion, I am curious what I will have to do with circuit logic in space to make things work. I definitely still want to optimize the space platform. Like, this was definitely a bit of a hack just to get space science going. But I'm wasting a lot of resources here, so definitely want to have a look at that again at some point. But, you know, so it's working for now. I don't think that I will look at it immediately. There are other things we need optimizing more urgently. If you want to optimize an assembly, you need to know about all the instructions for the target CPU support. So if YMC on the other hand, you don't need to worry about that and just hope that the developers of the compiler knew about those things. Ah yes, compartmentalization. I think that's the word. B. I'm not sure that's the word. My English today is kinda off. You know what I mean, though. It's nice to divide these problems into separate classes so that everyone can take it one at a time. For my platforms, I use logic to control the asteroid collector's filter so I don't grab anything I can't use. Oh, can you? I didn't even know that the asteroid collectors could differentiate between the different things. I thought they just grab asteroids and then see what it turns into. What do they have in terms of logic? I haven't looked at the circuit network. Oh yeah, they do have filters. But that sounds like a project that I will have a look at then. Then again, it's not like they are grabbing that much, so I guess grabbing everything and just throwing away what you don't need is basically the same at this point. It's just like you never picked it up in the first place then. He is a bit more electricity, I guess, but it's not like that is a problem with just solar panels everywhere. I really want to get this iron down on the planet, and it hurts my soul to just see this much iron ore wasted. But yeah, like I said, the space platform definitely needs optimizing, but first we need to optimize this monstrosity. But I don't think we're gonna do that today. We are already streaming for 3 hours and 40 minutes, and I don't think my voice can take that much more, even though the cough has somewhat stopped, which is nice. But it makes me kind of worry that my voice is at a point past coughing. Like, my voice is dying so hard that it's not even trying to defend itself anymore. And you can build as many platforms as you want, but if you're after iron collection, you need thrusters and turrets. I have researched the thrusters, but I haven't gotten to trying them out yet. I did already build turrets, well, because when I read the tutorial, it sounded like there would be bigger asteroids around at all times. So I built these without realizing that the bigger asteroids probably only show up if the platform is moving. But yeah. It's not like I want to get all of my iron out of space or anything. Like, I'm quite fine with mining iron over here and getting it by train, you know? I don't think you've seen the space yet, DP Fox. But yeah, this is like the uranium slash iron slash copper base, and they were all pretty close to each other. This transition, these blocks and little bits orderly, so the design could probably also use some tweaks. There are another planets and through space, so this just doesn't have an orbit. I see. Yeah, there's in general still a lot of stuff in space to look at. For now, I've mostly focused on novice since I wanted to get the basic sciences before doing like the DLC stuff. So I will probably focus on getting some yellow and purple science first and then look into the other planets and their sciences and stuff. I would like to have like a solid foundation of unlocked technologies first that I can rely on. So yeah, and like I said, I don't think we will continue for today, but next time this should mine out. So when we will build the train station, we will hook that up to everything so that it gets the light oil for the flamethrowers and everything. We will replace the stone furnace stack with electric furnaces and get the new resources from the train station over there so that we can get our main bus nice and juiced with extra resources. And I think I will leave the nuclear reactor like this for a while since this is working fine. But once we need a second nuclear reactor, I will probably rework the design, since then I need to put down a second one anyway, and if I'm already reworking it, I might as well rework it for real. I might do some Kovac stuff if the horse things over here are overflowing. But until then this should work. So yeah. Train station, furnace stack, and then yellow science. That's the plan of action. I'm quite happy with what we did today though. We finally finished our outer wall. We got a new stone patch. And we got ourselves a design for the train station which we can just use next time, so we don't need to think about that anymore. Also, we corrected the length of our furnace stack thanks to Yotev DP Fox. So, once we build that, it will actually be the correct length, which some people would say is quite important. And yeah, seems good to me. Like I said, we've been streaming for 3 hours and 40 minutes. So let's find someone to raid, shall we? Oh, also let me make sure that I save the game. Yep. Save. Nice. Alright. Lily is online? Yeah, Lily is online. Alright, let's raid our waifu. Where is she? There she is. She's playing Monster Hunter. Turned. Alright, I'm gonna send you over to Lily. It was fun hanging out. I hope that my voice will be fully recovered for real this time until next week, so that hopefully we'll be able to stream without any coughing and without any worries. I think it looks like we will have an extra stream next week together with our normal schedule, so stay tuned for the schedule that I'm gonna put out. And yeah, movie night on Monday, stream on Wednesday. See you guys then. Say hello to Lily from me and have a good night. Sleep well. Bye bye.